Man, we should do a podcast about serious business. Not this podcast. We should do a different podcast.
Yeah, we can call it John Hates Feels.
And this is actually segueing from a conversation we had on break.
Yeah.
Wow.
That podcast will be called Eric Hates Eric.
Okay.
All right. Let's try and get some fun in this.
Let's get the sillies
game.
back in. Okay.
Okay.
Want to ring the bell?
I'm taking it back. I'm taking them all back.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass, and I'm all out of bubblegum.
I'm a loner, Daddy. Rebel. I am the walrus.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to John Hates Movies, the movie review podcast where my friends prevent me from forgetting that Chris Tucker exists and instead forces me to watch movies. I am your host, Jonathan Barrup, and today we have with us Eric Largent.
Tally-ho.
We have Chris Arsenault.
I don't want one position, I want all the positions.
Oh, God. we have Colin McMillan.
That was the best show I've ever done.
And James Barrup.
Green? What kind of green?
Like an emerald, like a kind of a greenish, diamond green.
All right, which one of y'all punched me?
That's the wrong movie.
I understood that reference.
You just got knocked the fuck out!
You know what I can understand in the worst corner of the mouth.
How was he ever famous? I don't get it.
Because he could talk really.
We talked about it.
Fast,
No, we talked about it in Golden Child. He's like Eddie Murphy. He's like the broke ass Eddie Murphy. That's how he got famous.
Yeah.
I'm serious.
Yeah, that's true.
When you can't afford Eddie Murphy, but you still want a guy that people will watch 20 years later and go, why did anyone like this? You get Chris Tucker.
So for those of you who are curious,
but true.
Yes, for those of you who are curious what we reviewed this week, it is The Fifth Element.
An unexpected journey.
An unexpected journey. The forgotten
Ian Holmes was in it.
The Undiscovered Country. Yes. The Fifth Element, The Undiscovered Country.
They're there and back again.
The Fifth Element, The Journey Home.
Yes.
The Fifth Element, a.k.a. the fifth work day of the week, a.k.a. Friday, a.k.a. the movie I wish I was watching.
Oh, wait, that also has Chris
It's got
Tucker
Debo in it, too.
Yeah.
All right.
I will say this about...
Oh my God, that's where I know the president from.
That's Debo.
Figure that out.
That's Debo.
Like,
They went on to great things.
why
in
do I know that
space.
fucker? Debo became the fucking president of space. Oh, space Earth.
All right, so the description of this movie is that in this imaginative sci-fi epic, a 23rd century cabbie finds himself involved with a fetching alien who may hold the key to saving the world. Starring Bruce Willis, Gary Oldman, Ian Holm, and Luc Besson. Or not starring Luc Besson. He apparently is responsible for this.
He is.
Luke
yes.
Perry.
Yeah, Luke Perry was in
Perry.
it for like 30 seconds.
Yes.
Yeah, he fucked shit up.
Oh, guys, spoiler alert for the end of the episode. Chris, I've got a good game idea for you.
Great, because I don't.
Right, so
Play.
the game should be name a movie that Mila Jovovich didn't get naked in.
How would you watch a movie that...
Die Hard.
Naked in? I'm confused.
Well, does she have to be in the movie?
Die Hard. Die Hard.
Because there's a shit ton of movies she didn't get naked in. Because she wasn't in
She
them.
didn't get naked in Peabody and Mr. Sherman.
That's true.
In fact, actually, 90% of the movies we've reviewed, she has not gotten naked in.
You know what? Yeah, really. She's not naked in most movies.
Yeah. Shocking.
Okay. Yes. So who wants to go first on this wonderful imaginative journey?
Chris?
I'll go first. I have no problem going first. I'll totally go first.
Oh, that's right. It
I'll
was
go
your
so
movie, wasn't it,
I'll
Chris?
go so first. You guys will all be like, fuck, I don't even need to go.
Okay.
I highly
that
doubt
works for me
that.
because I gotta go to
already
bed.
feeling that already.
Yeah,
you know, I mean,
I'm down with that. With that, with the words.
I'm down with that word
I'm
talk.
down with that word string of
Words are
sentences
hard, yo.
that did things and such.
I fucking hate having earbuds in
You wanna
because I can't
switch?
think.
I can-
No, it's all right.
They're blocking
Well,
your
no,
brain waves.
see, that's why I only can do one. One
Oh, yeah.
headphone, one earbud.
Yeah,
It
I'm
throws
gonna
me
do
off
that. I'm gonna
he
otherwise.
needs to let his brain air out.
I do, you know. Okay, so a little game we like to call Does It Hold Up? This movie is from 1997. And here's the first thing I was going to say. This is my movie. I fucking love this movie. I still love this movie. I still think this movie is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
It's very enjoyable. It's got a little bit of comedy to it, but it feels so very, very 90s. And it's not only dated by what they decide to do for like props and outfits and other stuff, but it's dated by its future speculation.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Like the future just looks like a future version of the 90s.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is not
Which
the
is
future.
funny because like the 80s and early 90s were like everything is CRT touchscreens. And this is like, yeah, let's think like, if we have a future, it's going to be the same as now, but like in the future. So we're going to have buttons for everything.
Yeah.
We're still going to have mail. We're still going to have smokes. We're going to smoke, but the filter's going to be 3 inches long with like a half of an inch of cigarette.
We're gonna have a smoking dispenser that tells you to stop
that tells
smoking.
you to stop smoking. It tries to run your life. You're gonna have takeout food that comes to you. You're gonna be fine in your floaty car, right? And you're gonna have points on your license that you put in your car to drive it. But even when you're out of points, apparently, if you hit it hard enough, you can still drive it.
Yeah.
Because future tech, buttons.
Yes.
Because freedom.
This represents a world pre-Steve Jobs.
Yeah.
It really does.
Yeah.
This is a future without Steve Jobs.
Oh yeah.
Actually,
Yes.
that's on par because, like in about '97, he came back to Apple.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yep.
So that's when everything started becoming iPods and all the future is tiny technology with touchy screens and the worst kind of
And
touch
not only-
screens.
Not only that, before Steve Jobs, you controlled your technology, not the other way around.
Right? So that honestly, I still like this movie. I love the movie. I think it's a cool movie. I like the premise behind it. It amuses me. It's high fantasy, really sci-fi space opera. In its simplicity. Here's the thing. There are a lot of things that Luc Besson has done that I've really enjoyed. I think, quite honestly, I don't think he's at all... he's not one of those visionary directors by any means. He does his, like, action with that, like, subtlety of comedy really
He's
well.
a visual director, too.
Yes,
Like,
yes.
his visuals are very unique, and I'll give him that.
And so, like, it's very, and you feel very engaged by like what he creates, because he's also responsible for The Transporter, if you like those. He's also responsible for Leon, the Professional.
Yeah.
He also did Lucy more recently, which was a huge flop in my opinion. But let's not go there. But he's done
10% of
like
your
seriously.
brain.
If you look at the movies he's made, like. It's a list of really good movies and typically really good action-y with decent stories. I mean, I'm not saying stories that stand the test of time. That's not what I'm getting at here. Very enjoyable. Super enjoyable. Like I said, I think one of the biggest faults of the movie is frankly that it doesn't hold up. In the respect of it's dated. Does the story hold up? Yes. Because it's still really good, very enjoyable. And even getting past the quite it'd been a while since I last watched it, so I'm like I didn't remember quite how super 90s feeling it was till I rewatched it. I'm like Also, I just have kind of a side comment about the scene where Zorg's talking to Mr. Shadow and his forehead starts air quotes bleeding.
Yeah.
And then he wipes it away and it's like,
That's oil. That's definitely oil.
No.
Yeah.
I think it's
Damn it.
chocolate sauce.
Damn it! Shut up, guys! I'm trying to tell a joke.
Oh no.
All right, if you want to start it over, you can.
So there's that one part where
We should leave this whole thing in. We should leave this whole thing in. You just restarted the joke.
where Zorg's talking to Mr. Shadow, and his head starts leaking, and it's supposed to be blood, but I just couldn't help thinking, why is his forehead leaking chocolate syrup?
That's what I think every time I watch this movie. I'm like, here comes the chocolate syrup.
Every
Is
time.
it supposed to be blood, though?
I assume
or is it
it's
just
supposed
supposed
to
to
be blood.
be black evil?
It's interesting
See, I thought it was
that
motor
you said
oil.
oil.
I thought it was
and
motor oil.
John saying ink or just as black.
No, I think it's just
gooey
evil.
I
I
think
think
it's
it's just
evil.
like
That
evil.
makes sense, but like honestly, like I always assumed it was blood because when it first starts flowing, it like has that tint. It's like okay. Then he touches it and it's like it smears and it's like dark. I'm
Yeah,
like,
it's definitely
it's
not blood.
Yeah. So I'm like, it looks like chocolate syrup, and I guarantee, I give no guarantee actually, but I speculate hard that it was syrup.
Speculate hard.
I hard speculate, you know. I speculate so hard after
Speculate
I take
harder.
off my sunglasses. They're sunglasses.
This is what we've come to.
This movie was, this is probably one
That
of
is
the
a
first
very
movies I ever
timely
saw.
joke.
This is one of the first movies I think I ever saw Mia Jovovich in, and I, like a lot of other young boys that saw this at the time, totally fell in love. But no, I love Mia Jovovich. She's, I'm not saying she's a fantastic actress, but she does a lot of roles. No, actually, she does a lot of roles that I enjoy her in those roles. You know what I mean? I don't know really how to describe that without sounding more stupid.
Just keep talking.
Yeah, I'll work on it.
Why
Just
stop
filibuster.
now?
Say it's more stupid.
More stupid. More
stupider.
stupider.
Say it's
But no,
more
she
stupider.
I
always,
like her in
seems
those
to.
roles that she does. That she keeps
she
doing.
plays
that
her
are
roles
good.
that
I like
are-
that she's in the movie.
She plays enjoyable roles. Like I really enjoyed her in Resident Evil.
Mhm.
You know, I thought she played a really good Alice, even though that was a character that didn't exist prior. But she was a really strong character.
If she sucked in that first Resident Evil movie, they wouldn't have made 5 more.
That's
Right.
true.
That's
Like, it is-
questionable, but you know. But my point is, like, you know, I've seen her in a number of things, like even stuff outside of, you know, her main.
Eric, they made 6 leprechauns.
Yes, your logic is invalid. So
I
I'm
stand
saying
corrected.
his logic is sound.
all right, so we have Mia Jovovich playing a really cool character, you know, really strong character. You have Bruce Willis just playing Bruce Willis.
Yeah.
In space.
In space.
Now,
which
okay.
I'm okay with.
He's this is John McClane in space.
I have,
space.
It really is.
I have
you
a
took my
question
joke.
about this. I do
Yeah.
have a question about this because I don't think this is John McClane in space.
Well, that's 'cause
Is
you're
this?
wrong.
No, because John McClane is funny. Is this the first movie where Bruce Willis started to lose his sense of humor?
No.
Because I don't know if it was intentional, like
he
that
used
it
to be a
wasn't funny.
comedic actor.
Because like they were trying, like this movie, they were trying to do the Bruce Willis jokes where like all of the best lines Bruce Willis ever delivers, he usually delivers to himself.
Right,
Like
Problem
there's
is
shit
they put
happening.
Way too much people around him.
Like there's shit happening around him,
Right.
and he's like, "Oh, go to the coast,"
Have a
you
good
know?
laugh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Or-
it's sarcastic.
right.
Yeah.
Like his sarcastic complaining stuff, and
Yeah,
they did it.
inner
In
monologue.
yeah, they did it in this movie. It just didn't go over.
right.
Because
Well, frankly,
that's why I
He's
say-
also playing
here's
like a-
the thing: he's not technically. He's one of, but not the main character.
right. I mean, but not so much about main character. It's just I'm just wondering. There is a point in time. I mean, when you look at Bruce Willis in Moonlighting, where he is like absolutely fucking hilarious, and he's doing comedies, and he even Die Hard was a bit of a comedy. Hudson
He's
Hawk.
funny in Die Hard.
I love
Yeah.
Hudson Hawk.
And then Hudson Hawk, you know, but then somewhere along the line there was a switch that was flipped where he became I'm Bruce Willis
Well,
hard
I think he
ass.
started becoming more of an action star than a comedic actor.
What I think
not
is
good.
the deal in Fifth Element with that is I think that they just went a little too hard on what a sad character Corbin Dallas is, because he lives in a shoebox and he drives a cab and he doesn't like his
Saves
driver's
the
license
fucking
doesn't
world.
work. But you know what I'm saying?
But he has ramen on delivery. I mean, how cool is that?
Well,
Yeah,
but,
by
it is
Granddad
cool.
Kim.
But like this dude, bad stuff keeps happening to him, and he's getting fired and everything. And I think that they're
the everyman.
Yeah, maybe a little too hard though. Like
he's
for a
like
movie
he's
that
like a
takes place
real
in
life version of the everyman.
Yeah, exactly.
The world entirely shits on him, and then returns to him love.
He's not
Yeah.
like the Chris Pratt version of the everyman. He's
Yes.
the actual life everyman.
We're
This is the dude whose life was not good and is
You
getting
don't
worse.
want to be Bruce Willis at all during this movie, except for maybe the end. Whereas Chris Pratt, you kind of want to be him.
Yeah, even this Andy in Parks and Rec, you still kind of want to be Chris Pratt. But you know
I wanna
what?
be Johnny
Think about
Karate.
it. Think about it though. Chris Pratt, this is going to happen to him.
Yeah,
Because now he's becoming an action star. This is going to happen to him.
We're probably all going to watch Jurassic World, and it doesn't look like he's funny in that.
Totally watch the shit out of that.
No, he'll probably have a couple funny lines.
So wait, saying Chris Pratt is Bruce Willis.
Yeah, I think he might be.
He's Bruce Willis Part 2.
Yeah.
I don't know, because I don't think you can be married to Anna Faris and not be funny.
Well, but
we've
seen him look
usually
great
in a
without a shirt,
relationship,
so he
someone's
doesn't
got to
have
be
to be
funny,
funny.
and we all know it's not her.
Hey, no, she's hilarious.
Whoa!
So are you saying Demi Moore isn't funny? Like, what's your deal?
Why the Demi Moore hate?
Right, what's the deal with the Demi Moore hate?
You know what I think happened to Bruce Willis? I think you got greedy and lazy. Greedy and lazy. That's what Sylvester Stallone said when he fired him from Expendables 3.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Nice.
Sylvester Stallone said, "You can't work with some people because they're just greedy and lazy." And then the news came out.
I just
Bruce
thought it was a
Willis
line
fired
from a Rocky movie I'd forgotten.
Nope. He said it on Twitter.
Lazy, Mickey. Greedy and lazy.
Well, shit. Okay, so anyway, Chris, continue, please. Sorry,
Yep.
didn't mean to hijack you there.
Oh yeah, he did, but it's okay.
We fell through the roof of his cab.
Yeah, what else? Guys, it's okay. I have 1 point left on my license.
Help, please.
Yep.
Please.
So, okay. Gary Oldman. Luc Besson likes Gary Oldman as a bad guy. Look
Yes.
at him in
Yes.
The Professional. And he does such a phenomenal bad guy. And the best part about Gary Oldman in this movie is that, I know it's Gary Oldman, but I never at first glance see Gary Oldman. But that's the beauty of Gary Oldman. Most of his roles, you never see Gary Oldman. You see the character he's playing, and he's really good at...
That's actually completely true.
He's really good at developing unique characters.
Yes.
And that's what I love about him so much. And Zorg is just hilariously bad. The whole thing with the
A really lousy villain.
Yeah. He's a really
Why would the embodiment of evil choose that guy?
he's super skeevy, shitty.
He's an arms dealer,
But anyway, he's a businessman.
and he
the
employs
future.
robot ducks.
Wait, what about ducks?
So busy now.
They're like robot jocks, but they're ducks.
Oh. That sounds just disappointing. The one thing you have to admit, though, they envisioned the vacuum cleaners. What the fuck are those called?
Oh,
The
Roombas. God, shit. So that's one thing the movie has going for it. It did a proper feature prediction for the Roomba.
Yeah, but didn't the Jetsons?
Fuck you.
No, they had Rosie the robot. She had a
Yeah,
vacuum.
Rosie.
Yeah, they actually had
Dumb.
a full-on...
It was just a robot with a vacuum
made.
cleaner. Yeah.
And Chris, that's bullshit because it didn't have an iPod on top blasting some badass tunes.
Listen to that's DJ
That's
Roomba.
DJ Roomba.
That's the only
different
Roomba
thing.
worth having.
I'm the ghosted DJ
I'm surprised
Roomba.
that isn't a thing, because that would be kind of cool, like a thing little buzzing around your house, blasting tunes.
You killed me, Jerry. Now I'm gonna follow you around playing the Black Eyed Peas on permanent repeat.
Although I love the Roomba fights where they tape they tape knives to Roombas and then balloons to the back of them
backside.
Yep.
and see which one wins.
Yep.
that aside, Roomba fights aside.
Pushing him.
Roomba fights aside. Fifth Element was a good movie.
Yes.
It's as cliche as it could be.
Oh shit!
Hold on, I'm making a point, but I'm okay with that. Like, it doesn't go anywhere that, like, I didn't expect it to go. It doesn't accomplish anything that I didn't figure it was going to do. And her and him getting together at the end of the movie, that was pretty evident since Help Me.
Well, yeah.
But I'm okay with it, though. As soon as, like, the last 5 minutes of this movie are so hardcore 90s.
Oh, God, yes.
Like cliche 90s action ending, you know? A little bit of comedy with, like, oh, the hero totally gets the girl. And then into really terrible fucking music for the credits.
Oh, I know.
I still love this movie.
So, Chris, that wrap you up?
I don't know. It depends. Do you have anything to say?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
Well, then I'm not done.
You realize what he's doing here. He knows we're all going to slam this movie, and he's thinking that if he keeps talking, we won't have the chance to slam it.
Hey, I get my rebuttal. Go ahead, guys. Do your not worst, but do a rather be a little bit imperative. That's cool.
All right, Chris, allow me to do a little rebuttal here.
Oh, you don't rebut.
Oh,
I
you
rebut.
Well, allow me to retort.
Okay, allow me to do a little counterpoint here.
Sure. All right.
This movie's not great.
Do tell. Why would you think that or say such a thing?
Well, because it's a space sci-fi action adventure movie that has romantic elements. And
awesome.
and it was done right, and it was done. It was done in 1997, and before 1997, we had already had like 8 or 9 space sci-fi action adventure movies with romance in them. No, none of them.
I don't
because like this movie
think
pulled.
they exist, no.
Because this movie really pulled from like every single future space sci-fi like subject matter it could have.
Yeah.
No. Besides Star Wars, give me some.
Black hole.
What the fuck is Black Hole?
I saw a lot of.
I don't know.
I saw a lot of Blade Runner in the way
Blade
the city
Runner.
looked.
Well, yeah, but that's one of those. That's one of those.
That's from
science-
You'll
Metropolis.
get your turn, Mr. Chris.
No, I'm just saying that's one of those sci-fi that's a sci-fi trope at this point.
Yeah.
With that futurescape like
yeah.
that you see that in all sci-fi movies nowadays because of Blade Runner.
Yeah,
And Metropolis.
Yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah. There. What did you say? Stargate, Colin?
I did.
Oh, John.
Okay.
I didn't
Was there a
say
little
anything.
bit of Stargate in this movie? I couldn't.
Yeah.
I can't remember where the. Okay, so let's start at the beginning. Those
Ice pirates.
those fucking roly-poly robots that came down off of the space station
Are
or whatever the
awesome.
fuck
I
docked.
agree.
whatever the fuck docked up with the pyramid out in Egypt. It wasn't even a pyramid. It was just some kind of tall building. It wasn't even a pyramid.
It was
got
a flat top.
It got. You know what? It got consent
Ziggurat.
first.
Flat top pyramid that didn't catch on.
So those.
The flat top of Giza.
Yeah. Well, the flat top of Giza is the Sphinx getting a haircut. So like those, are we supposed to like believe that those robots are the all powerful beings in the universe? Like really?
Sure.
Yes.
Why not?
Because they can't hurry to do anything.
They're-
They have to waddle everywhere.
You know what? They're in
Duck
no
bots.
rush.
Okay, another thing about those robots is they had flashlights on their dicks.
Wait, they had flashlights on their dicks?
They had like
Wait,
purple
don't
glowing
you?
lights on their dicks.
I have one of
Like
those.
ET glow bellies.
Maybe they didn't have purple. Maybe they were vajazzled.
There you go. Or penazzled.
Penazzled?
Penazzled.
Oh, I'd never want to get penazzled.
Penazzled.
Okay, so Another thing in this movie, a lot of the sets were good, but they weren't great. And an example for this is right in our in John McClane's living room, or whatever the fuck the guy is, Corbin Bernstein or whatever.
Corbin Dallas. Corbin McBurger.
Right.
Thinking about your sports players.
I don't know who Corbin Bernstein is, but he's not a Jewish baseball player, though.
Yeah, I know. That's what's good.
It sure sounds like one.
But so he's got a cat, and the cat comes in the morning. He opens the door for the cat, and the cat runs right up to the fish tank and looks at the fish. And the first view you get of the fish tank is like, oh, that's pretty cool. He's got some cool fish. Those are fake fish. It's fake fish.
He doesn't need real fish. He's got a real cat.
They didn't have HD when this was made. You don't need real
That's
fish.
true, too.
Yeah, I guess.
Fish are a pain in the dick.
Real fish are extinct in
Especially
the
if you're
future.
bedazzled. Don't put it in the tank.
So our main villain, Ross Perot.
Yay!
That's a good one, yeah.
What's his name though?
Zorg.
Right, okay, Zorg. But
Jean-Baptiste Emmanuel Zorg.
yeah, John Baptiste Emmanuel Zorg. Who the fuck's the actor? I can't even remember.
Gary Oldman.
Fucking Gary Oldman. My head is out in left field today.
You might
But
have to sports-plain that.
yeah, out in left field. That's a position on the baseball field, Chris. Thank you.
Thank you, Eric, for explaining that.
So I read on IMDb that Gary Oldman decided to model his accent for this character after Ross Perot and Droopy Dog.
Oh god!
And that's
Not one, not two, but three. Wait, I mean 4.
And that's how it ended up with some kind of space lord that sounded like he's from East Alabama.
Yeah.
I was okay with that, and I still like that.
okay.
He's still from Earth. Maybe he's from East Alabama.
Getting to the end of this movie, and I might come back to something in the meantime, like Bruce Willis just playing Bruce Willis in Bruce Willis as Bruce Willis.
The Adventures of Bruce Willis.
Right. But the ending of this movie, like, okay, look, the fifth element is love, and our love saved the planet from the giant flaming space ball. Like, come the fuck on.
Yeah.
If
Yep.
life has taught me anything, love does not save you from burning balls.
Wow.
Or evil
we are
balls.
stinking out the joint today.
The ending of this movie is just friggin' terrible. It really is. I can't handle it. I just can't. Like, oh yeah. So at the beginning of the movie, Gary Oldman is demonstrating, or not the beginning, but somewhere near the beginning, Gary Oldman is demonstrating his badass gun that can shoot in a million directions, but all hit the same target. Does he ever actually use that? I don't think he does, right?
No.
That would have
He
probably
carries
been-
one later.
Right, so like they hung that gun on the mantle in the first act and then never fired it. That was a mistake, right?
Mhm.
Like he
No,
like
like-
because he did end up shooting people, he needs to use that gun at some point
He
in the movie.
does.
When
When he
But he doesn't
goes
use
to
the repeat.
Floston to recover the stones, he's carrying that
okay.
gun.
It
Oh,
never does the tracking feature.
Yeah.
Okay.
He doesn't
But
really.
he does
I don't
use
think
that
he
gun
really
over again.
needs to shoot it that often. I think he like explodey
Oh,
things.
oh
That's
right.
it.
That's right. He gets to Floston or wherever the fuck the new city is,
Mhm.
and like tries to open a door and just blows up, and that's it. That's the end of him.
Yes,
I
he has
think,
like the
right?
most.
I don't
the
know.
most
I-
No,
powerful
he
no,
goes
no.
there-
He
ever.
goes there to recover the stones. Ends up not actually recovering the stones. Goes back. Ends up getting blown up.
Right.
He's very
by
disappointed.
The other people.
Sorry, I was incorrect because somewhere around the end of this movie, I stopped paying attention.
yeah.
But it's a good thing I did
Yeah.
because the ending of this movie, like it wasn't good.
So it's good that you paid attention. good that you stop paying attention.
It really is.
All right,
Yeah.
all right.
So Bruce Willis ad-libbed the line, the only funny line in the movie. Look, lady, I only know 2 languages, English and bad English. All right, so is that Bruce Willis's only like decent joke in the movie?
I don't remember.
Apart from,
I didn't even really think that was all that
who else
decent.
wants to
Well, right.
negotiate or something? Yeah,
Right, but like, so it could have just been that Bruce Willis didn't have good material written for him in this movie. Like,
Possible, it's very
I don't
possible.
know.
Yeah.
His mother had some great lines. Sarcasm.
So really what I wanted when I watched this movie is because like I know from the credits that Chris Tucker is going to be in it, and then right at the beginning Debo shows up and I'm like, oh shit, where's Ice Cube?
Oh, if you played
Get
Corbin
the crew
Dallas, that
back.
would have been tight.
Oh,
Get
that
the
would've
crew
been
back
sweet.
together.
So like, but really
Space Friday.
start it.
Damn!
Start at 2114765.
Next time's 10 to the 3 power Friday.
That- so then the Space Friday, it would just open with a bong hit, right?
Yes. Of
Yes.
Space Weeds.
Over
Well,
thus
yeah,
spake
Spaceball.
Zarathustra, of course.
Thus, thus spake Zarathustra.
Yeah.
Bum, 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 ba-da.
Blub, 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 blub.
Yeah. And it's just Chris Tucker taking a monster rip off of a space bong.
Yes, and it's like longer than it like goes around Saturn, like it sits on top of the rings. It's so fucking long.
So, we just wrote a better
Why?
movie. So,
Because you can only build that thing in space. That's why.
it can only support its own weight in zero gravity.
Yep.
No, it turns out that the rings of Jupiter are massive bongs.
Yep.
So I think Luc Besson just watched Friday and was like, I need some of those guys in my movie because they're cool. And he got a couple of them. And he put Debo in a good role.
Yes,
He
yes,
did.
yes, he did.
He did.
Yep.
And he put Chris Tucker in one of the worst roles in film history. Yeah.
First
Yeah.
off, no, shh. Chris Tucker, this was an annoying as fuck character, but Chris Tucker brought that annoyance alive.
Chris Tucker had a hairdo that looked like a hairdryer.
Yeah.
Maybe he was gonna, do a hit off of it later or something.
So, like,
maybe
if-
he was growing his own.
Yeah,
bong.
his hair looked like a bong.
Oh, that's kind of true. So
Space weed.
if they didn't have the scene of Chris Tucker get nasty with the stewardess on their flight to New Floston or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Floss in Paradise.
Right. Floston Paradise. Goodness sakes.
Floston.
Floston Paradise.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, I
Yeah.
finally get it. Jesus.
Yeah. It
Wow.
wasn't good. If they didn't have that scene and him like pining over her and him like, him doing like sound clips of her moaning for the rest of the, for later in the movie. Did you hear? You remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was great. So if that scene didn't happen, like I feel like Chris Tucker demanded that scene so that people wouldn't think that his character was gay.
It's interesting though because they continuously reference like other females in the movie reference that he's apparently super sexy. This is
Right.
like the ideal of masculinity at this time in history.
It's like hair bands.
That's the joke.
And he refers to himself as Miss Ruby Rod. So,
Oh,
go
does he?
figure. Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe
Well,
he's just
It's a
comfortable.
weird thing.
Yeah. So yeah.
It's a mashup. It's like David
he's
Bowie.
future comfortable with his body.
But anyway, he did show up to that ballroom scene with roses on his dress and like makeup on. I'm
Yep.
just saying.
he came prepared.
Sure.
He was the bouquet.
He'll get out of his dress and get her right into it. Wait,
What?
What?
I think we missed a step somewhere along the way. I think you accidentally a word.
accidentally the whole thing.
Yep.
So anyway, that's really all I've got to say about The Fifth Element. It was not great. I feel like this is another one of those movies where if you're bringing something to it when you watch it, then you'll like it because you're bringing what you liked about it before. But if you're just watching it in 2015, this ain't the movie for you. At least that's least that's my take.
What year are we in now?
2015.
Yep.
Oh. Watch it last
Aw,
year.
poor Chris.
Watch it last year? All right. So, Colin or James?
Beep. Allow me to tear into The Fifth Element next. Just kidding. I love it.
Really?
Yes, I love this
Perfect,
movie.
because we are gonna go back. This is
That's
like
fine.
a wrestling episode all
Yeah.
over again.
That's fine. I love this movie.
We're making teams.
Yeah. I just hit Chris with a chair. Colin's about to run out, hit me. Then
I'm
James
about
is
to
gonna
do
show
the
up, hit Colin.
Babadook on you.
And then John's gonna show up at the end and be like, I don't know.
Once you're done, Eric's gonna tag me in, Brock.
No, I have actual opinions.
All right, wonderful.
John will just dip his toe in as usual and not actually state an opinion. It's a movie. It is about 2 hours long.
We're all busting the
There
shit
are
out of
good
each
parts
other.
and bad parts.
John runs out to the arena, grabs a folding chair, pushes it over, runs out.
I usually do come across a little too even-handed, but I can guarantee you for this one, I have a fairly strong opinion.
Okay.
A pigeon?
An
So I
opinion.
I have a very
strong
Is it like a
pigeon.
strong homing a pigeon?
God damn it! I thought you were gonna catch that.
So Colin, how on earth did
I
you
have many
like this
feelings
movie?
about this.
I'm not. I don't know if I have a lot of empirical evidence for why it's good. I just really like it. It's not
Go Power Rangers.
It's not the best. It's not the best Die Hard movie, but it's probably my favorite.
No
So
way.
a bunch of terrorists. He's got to save everybody. I get that a lot of the future-y things have certainly been done before. I always forget this movie was made in '97 because, honestly, I think most of the effects actually hold up pretty well. You think that this is a mere 8 years after Bill and Ted, and things have come a long way in those 8 years.
I disagree.
Um,
This looked like Bill and Ted to me.
Oh man, not to me.
think it's a little
And I was kind of watching it for stuff because in this is a time when bad CG was rampant. Everybody was throwing this is the age of Lawnmower Man. Now this movie is not
2 years
immune.
after this would be Phantom Menace.
I'm glad I wasn't watching movies during the age of Lawnmower Man.
Oh yeah, you should be because it's really bad. All right, so there's some times where it kind of sticks out, like when they're constructing the body scene, and when it gets to the skeletal legs and they're putting muscles on it, it's sort of like, oop, okay, that's
Dragging the super lasers
Yes.
net thing of
I
skinning.
loved my PlayStation also. Mila Jovovich is very lovable in this movie. I know that she's a bit of a cartoon character. I always forget. I've seen this movie probably 5 times. I always forget that she's incredibly strong. I like how colorful this movie is. It's like everything is orange in this movie, and
Yeah, it is.
everything is orange or yellow. I don't know why, but that appeals to me a lot. Probably because they're marketing colors, and I'm a consumer. I like the alien guys with their big rubbery faces. I like the roly-poly robot alien guys.
What? Come on.
He's offering opinions and he's entitled to
I don't know. Yeah, I like what I like. I like Gary Oldman as Zorg. Zorg is ridiculous. I like that everything Zorg tries to do is a colossal fail.
I didn't think about it. He's kind of right.
Yep.
He's
He is
super right on the colossal failure.
Zorg is like catastrophic failure all the way down. He fails at drinking a glass of water. Zorg sucks. He's not even intimidating when he's trying to be, because he's just so fucking ridiculous. And there's something about that, a comic villain like that you never for really a moment, even when he's demonstrating his massive artillery, you just can't take this guy seriously at all.
Partially because he sounds...
Yeah,
Really
he sounds like a complete doofus. And, in addition, Gary Oldman's physicality of him, he's got a limp, and he just comes off as this completely impotent weenie the whole time. And for some reason, in this Saturday morning cartoon kind of movie, that really works for me. It's funny. You get a lot of goofy moments like making fun of, fat cops eating fast food and all those cops,
After lunch.
are very thirsty. Also, I like how when they crash into the McDonald's truck, it says "served" on it. That cracked me up this time.
Oh yeah,
the golden arches
McDonald's
served.
The McDonald's ate them. How's that for role reversal?
How's that for role reversal? I don't know, man. I like what I like, and I like this movie, and I really expected to watch it, and like I kind of expected the fantasy would wear off this time, but it really didn't. Last time I watched it was like a year and a half ago or so. It was like I was watching it with my girlfriend at the time, who was like really stoked and loved this movie, and so I figured there was some rose-colored glasses going on, but I still really like it. I like Mila Jovovich, even though Bruce Willis is not funny in this movie. I like him in it. I like him as Corbin Dallas. I like all the president's dudes and all the military guys. I like every character in this movie. This is literally the only movie I liked Chris Tucker in. Whatever, I don't care. I don't particularly find stoner humor funny, so like Friday was basically completely lost on me. I don't.
Colin, how were the lamps in this movie? Did you know?
Once again, this movie had kind of disappointing lamps. Bruce Willis doesn't even have an apartment that can really accommodate a nice lamp, and he seems like a real down-on-his-luck guy that could use a nice lamp in his life.
But there's a lot of orange, so
orange
that's okay.
everywhere. Whatever. I like it. I like Ian Holm. I like Aziz Light.
Oh yeah, Ian Holm was awesome when Alec Guinness did him as Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Come on, Obi-Wan Kenobi had his shit way more together than the priest did in this movie. Cornelius.
Yeah, but he looked exactly the same.
Yes, he did. Also, Ian Holm would probably be a pretty good old Obi-Wan if they ever wanted to do that again. I still really like this movie. It's really fun. If you want a good, fun sci-fi romp and haven't seen it yet, watch it. If you've seen it before and liked it, you'll probably still like it.
James, I have a feeling that you were not super pleased with this movie.
Colin's entitled to his opinion. They can be wrong, but they'll still be his opinions.
Hey, whoa,
Just like the KKK.
Not on the same level of wrong. Not
All right.
morally wrong.
New rule. No more comparisons to the KKK
Come on!
or Hitler. I thought
this was a free country.
This is not a free country.
What is this, Rwanda?
Okay, that's also off the table.
Stop
Rwanda.
listening to Colin. He's a Tutsi.
Oh, come on! You Hutu shit!
All right.
This isn't a free country. It's a...
No more patently evil organizations. We don't want to walk away with hurt feelings here.
Oh, I'm being facetious. I'm making
course.
jokes.
Your face is being facetious and making jokes.
Yeah.
That's correct.
It's like, I'm Eric's face. Just kidding.
I'm actually a puss.
Classic Eric's face.
All right, so James, I believe you have some things to say about this movie.
First off, I know exactly what you guys are talking about. I watched this movie and I wish I didn't. If you asked me 2 days ago, just 2 days ago, I would have said Fifth Element, good movie, horrible ending. I was right about the last part. I watched this movie way back when this first came out in the early 90s and
Late 90s.
97.
oh yeah, sorry. 97. Mid later half, whatever. Who gives a fuck?
97.
97 and
The time when the economy was so good that we could afford to go see shitty movies.
Yeah. The Clinton years.
simply because of my age and my abilities, I had to wait till videos, but nonetheless, I really enjoyed it when I watched it. There weren't many movies like it coming out at the time.
That's true.
Yeah.
And
They had all been done in the 80s.
yeah. Well,
Right.
not only that, the last good sci-fi movie was Blade Runner. And then there was just tons of shit. Like, a lot of the times, what would happen, you'd have Blade
Dude,
Runner.
No. When did Alien happen?
Okay.
79.
Alien.
Yeah,
Okay.
Alien.
Aliens.
Yeah.
Also very good.
Blade
Yeah.
Runner was in the 80s, though.
Yes, it was.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Aliens.
He's right. This did come down with a dry. This came in with a dry spell.
Yep.
Came
It
in
did.
with a dry
There were
spell.
not only were there no sci-fi being made, no good sci-fi being made. All the ones that we mentioned here were dark, gritty, ugly
true.
sci-fi.
Yeah.
They were downers. This was the first joyful kind of fun sci-fi that had come out in decades that actually had a budget behind it.
So, like, since Star Wars, The Return of the Jedi?
Yeah, basically.
Since Return of the Jedi, yes. Since 82.
Yeah.
There was like nothing, and then this came out, and then 2 years later, we had The Phantom Menace come out and The Matrix come out on the same year to remind us why we like one and not the other.
Oh! Ow! Whoa! James just cut a laser beam straight to the heart.
I don't know that I will agree with James' review of Fifth Element, but I wholeheartedly agree with his synopsis on gritty versus lighthearted in his example there.
It's true,
It's fucking
James.
true.
Unlike The Fifth Element, Episode 1 sucked.
Yep. But I feel that The Fifth Element sucked as well.
No!
No. Now, I don't remember the beginning of this movie at all. I do not remember anything starting in 1914, none of that Egypt shit.
I don't know what you guys
first
are talking
15
about.
minutes where, like,
Yeah.
nothing happened.
Yes, and it was weird too. And
It's
I'm not
setting
even
it
going
up,
to go into
bro.
it. So
It's setting it up.
I'm not even kidding. Yeah.
to break down all the things I did not like about this movie, I'm going to walk you through this and skipping as much as I can, without being too lugubrious here.
Easy for you to say.
We have this race of angel aliens, like weird robot bird-looking angel aliens.
Fucking dumb waddle and bird shit.
Yeah, that apparently are responsible for saving the universe like every 5,000 years. And they say at the very beginning it's 200 years from that, which means that it's only 100 years from the present day which is honestly with the technology and shit that's going on there. I mean, we make first contact, we develop faster than light drives all within 100 years. Bit of a stretch, whatever, not too big a deal. So where I'll start this movie is that the angel aliens are rich, like their lease agreement is about to run out and they have to run back to Earth to renew it, or else they'll end up locked into the Galthorpian income tax rate.
They don't want to get evicted.
Yeah, exactly. Well, they're transporting these stones that they stole back for safekeeping back to the place where they need to go, but they know that it's not going to be safe. The stones that they stole for safekeeping aren't going to be safe in the transit to where they need to be. So they develop a clever plan that is not clever.
A ruse, if you will.
A clever plan that is not only not clever, but also extremely deadly for all of them.
They give it to this blue thing that can sing.
Yeah. And somehow actually requires one of them to survive. Not only does it require one of them to survive afterwards, it requires that the villains in this movie never look in fucking boxes. Which is actually a good... which is actually a good presumption, considering what the fuck happens in this movie.
Seriously, they were carrying around an empty box for a long fucking time.
Every time! It happens to Zorg himself!
Like I said 5 minutes ago, James is cutting a laser beam straight to the heart of this fucking show.
I've thought about this. So,
James had a bad couple days
Yeah.
thinking about this movie.
so there is this ancient evil that you can never kill that just keeps on coming around like fucking herpes every 5,000 years.
Is it just the giant fireball that?
Yeah, it's Planet Darkseid. Like, it has. Okay, I'm not gonna get into its powers just yet, but yes, it is a
It can
sentient
put chocolate
planet.
syrup on your face.
Yeah. Okay, fine.
That's
I'll
a
go.
handy fucking ability.
These are Planet Darkseid's abilities. One, energy absorption. Very, very good power.
Is this comic stock?
This is comic stock.
This is the unbearable pot.
It has the anti-life equation, but it keeps it on Earth, apparently. It's a shame it can't, actually.
Maybe it's like Earth is like its favorite restaurant.
Yeah.
Anti-life equation.
Yes. Okay.
So technically,
It's a laser beam.
It
Earth
kills
is
things.
its favorite restaurant. Apparently, every time it shows up, there's a line, and it never actually gets in.
Yeah. So this is comic stock. This is not Planet Thanos. This is Planet Darkseid. Thanos wants to become a god and rule over all of everything and over all time. This wants to eliminate all life in the galaxy completely, even including itself.
As long as it's on Earth.
It's already a god. Yeah.
So is this Galactus or what?
No, well, no, Galactus.
No, because it doesn't want to eat anything.
Yeah.
It just wants to kill everything.
Galactus, oddly enough, lives in a weird equilibrium with the universe.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not a bad guy once you get to know him.
It's just he's just an apex predator.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep, that's exactly it. The apex.
Okay. Like even higher apex than Godzilla.
Yes, because he eats
Man,
entire planets.
That's fucked up. I want Godzilla to be at the top of every food chain ever.
Space Godzilla. That's been made.
Mecha Godzilla?
Mecha Space Godzilla.
You mean Godzilla in an Iron Man
this planet.
suit. So this planet.
Welcome to the Unbearable Podcast.
Yeah. This planet can travel faster than the speed of light. It can send out encrypted radio waves that can somehow travel faster than the speed of light that are untraceable for some odd fucking reason.
Well, encrypted, you said it.
Damn, it's space. Nobody knows how anything works in space.
It can also teleport chocolate sauce and drip it on your forehead.
Yep.
But Thanos can't do that.
And it's got a
Andy, if you're
real
having a
scary
Sunday.
voice.
Maybe it just needs a lozenge.
Yep.
Yeah, it's got a much scarier voice than our antagonist of the movie.
God, that antagonist. So, okay. These angel aliens, they get shut down. They can stop the most ancient of all evil using the most highest of technology, rocks.
Well, James, it's because the aliens.
The rocks were infused with the power of love, James.
James, the
Yeah,
aliens
don't you know
brought
anything?
scissors.
They were love rocks.
James, if we could time travel back to 1997, you would cancel the release of this movie. Like I can feel it. It's good.
Actually, James, it wasn't a rock. It was a rock
Rock lobster! Down, down, down.
It was a rock lobster.
So these things, they can manage to fire a laser lullaby at Mustakrak, the space planet. But yet, they can't put fucking laser beams on their ship. Like, they're flying through space. They can't fly faster than these shitty fighters that, mind you, had been scattered to the winds of the universe by the superpower known as the human government.
Holy fuck, you paid attention?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Mangalores, man.
Yeah, the frog dogs.
Yeah, the frog dogs.
The Jim Henson's frog dogs. Now, I have nothing against Zorg hiring a mercenary group to take care of this. It makes sense. It's fine. It's a small job. Obviously, these ancient, all-powerful beings are fucking useless anyway.
Oh yeah.
Whoa. They're not useless. They're just kind of really inept.
Yeah,
They're really inept.
They just don't do
crash
anything.
They have a ship that travels slower than any other ship and
James.
does not have lasers.
James, they create the supreme being, but they're also supremely inept.
Yeah.
They just do things supreme.
So they
Not as good as extreme.
Just like
but-
Diana Ross.
just like burrito.
Yep.
Yeah. Now we're talking.
Reign supreme. All right. So they find one hand of one of these angel aliens, enough to pull some DNA out of some living cells and layer it back together into a living being. And you find out that these angel aliens actually look just like humans and are incredibly strong. However, they just happen to live in the shittiest Iron Man costume that was ever developed.
It's a
I don't know
jukebox
that they
costume.
all
James.
were that. I think she was that.
They're walking jukeboxes.
Yeah.
She falls through Corbin Dallas's roof of the cab. They have the meet cute. That's great. Now, this is where I'm going to divert from the movie and make a general observation here. Mila Jovovich, hi, hello. This is our introduction to you as an actress. You are cute, you are fun, you are joyful. This is the last time we'll see you that way.
Burrito Supreme.
None of the movies that she has been in since has she been allowed to have fun, smile, enjoy herself.
That's true.
She is.
She's always
She
getting
quit
messed
being
with.
Lulu the second this movie was over and started being Judge Dredd.
Yeah. The sentence is death.
I am the law.
So, all right,
I am Carl Urban.
we've got our hero, we've got Mila Jovovich, we've got our priest guy, we've got our government. They're all on the same side. We kind of need all these people's paths to align. We need to get them together. We need to get the right people going on the right quest with the right people so that we can have some development in the way that we need it. How do we do all this?
Dungeon Master.
Through the blackmail.
Oh, yeah.
Ruby Rod.
Through the black
God.
They do it through the blackmail.
Wow.
That's the callback of all callbacks.
Yeah.
It really is.
The blackmail.
Oh my god.
That can get
Chris,
cut.
how far you
No,
come.
that's good.
So,
Nothing's getting cut from this episode. Nothing.
So they go to Falston, they fight, blah blah blah. Really fucking awful 90s synth pop, hip hop dancing Smurf.
Yes.
Damn it! That was gonna be my joke.
Well, with Chris Tucker's hair,
Smurf.
with Chris Tucker's hair and the Smurf, it was a Smurf versus the Snork. And
Wow.
There were a couple heffalumps in this movie too.
yeah, that's true.
Oh goodness, James, that was very accurate.
So they managed to get their MacGuffins and travel back to Egypt and play the easiest fucking video game puzzle that has ever been invented.
The easiest game of Connect 4 of all time.
Wait, I think I saw this in Myst.
Yes. They
Yes,
play
you
the
did.
game Myst for about 3 seconds.
Not even Riven.
Yeah.
Riven was
Yeah.
fucking hard.
And the cheapest fucking thing ever is, of course, the fifth element is love. There was fucking no chemistry between those two, and there was like no growth, really. There was like the tiniest moment where they were supposed to grow.
No. He showed her that there's more to life than war. There's
It's
love.
bullshit.
Yeah, it is kind of weird though. I mean, I felt like Corbin was putting a little cart before a
Rapey?
horse when he's like,
I'm sorry.
no, I love you,
I'm
baby.
kidding. I'm
Because like he
Yeah,
needed her to
kidding.
move in to help pay the rent.
Yeah, honestly, here's what we have about Corbin. Here's his motivation. Codependent. That's pretty
Yes.
much it.
Yeah.
When
Goes
we
from cat to real lady.
Yeah, when we meet him and he talks about his ex-girlfriend, his entire motivation is these bitches ain't loyal.
Maybe he's just had a string of bad relationships.
That
He
sounds
has
like
a string of a bad relationship.
that sounds like an Ice Cube lyric.
Yeah. Once
bitches
again,
ain't
Ice
loyal.
Cube should have been Corbin
you know what they
Dallas.
say, Chris? If you have a string of bad relationships, there always remains
Hey,
one
whoa, hey,
constant.
that's not true.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Whoa, hey, nope, that's been disproven by science. That's not true.
Colin interrupted me, pointing out that John was talking about Colin.
Hey, no, he couldn't be because that doesn't apply to me at all.
So that's my walkthrough. Just a few points before I wrap it up. The priest. I bet every fucking time anything happened. I mean, why was the priest even fucking hanging out with those heads of state? I feel like it'd be like
Because he has the power.
Yeah, he's a keeper of ancient knowledge. I get that. It's like, but every time there's a massive sinkhole opening up in Russia. This is an ancient evil that we talked about. No, it's a sinkhole. There's a supermassive black hole over there. This is the ancient evil I talked about. No, it's just a black hole. There's a comet coming our way. No, this is the ancient evil we talked about. You're really trying to justify your chair here, aren't you? Yeah, some things that they building a person via MRI scan. Yeah, the few of the things we have not cured: eyes, vision, baldness, broken bones or missing limbs to Zorg's limp, or for that matter, lazy eyes.
It's true. The president did have a lazy eye.
Yep.
That shit was distracting.
Just because you have something that makes you different doesn't mean you have to get it fixed, James. We're all perfect
Yes, it does.
in our own way.
If you have a lazy eye that can get fixed, I think you'd want to see.
You would want it fixed.
You'd want to see.
Some people like being able to look over there while they look over there.
That's not how it works.
It's exactly how it works in the future.
That's why I wear my sunglasses at night.
I mean, I would like to have my lazy eye fixed.
No,
I'm just saying.
Just because you're lazy and you have eyes doesn't mean.
No, I have a lazy eye. My left eye is lazy.
But you have corrective contacts, so it is kind of fixed.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah,
That's weird. I didn't even notice that your eye is.
Well, I wore
Well, it's 'cause it's
an eye
not-
patch when I was a kid for like an entire year over my other eye. So I
That's
was,
so
You're a
cool.
pirate.
it was not cool.
It's because you did it wrong.
Obviously.
No, I definitely did it wrong. There's no question about it.
The last thing I will say is that obviously Eric pointed out that the city was modeled after Blade Runner. A lot of the things in this movie were also inspired from Metropolis,
Yes.
especially a lot of the city scenes. The main point of Metropolis was that between the head and the heart, there needs to be a mediator. And this movie was all head and no heart. There was no mediator. And this is what happens when you have no mediator. This is the heart that was in this movie was the head thinking about how to put the heart in. We need some heart in this movie. Well, I don't know. It's fucking love. He's always going on about love. Fucking love. Just make the thing that kills him love.
All right, so my turn. The fifth element.
The fifth element.
If I sound a little bit blah, I think honestly this movie kind of put me in a little bit of a funk.
This movie is the cause of your funk?
I think it might be because I
Really?
mean I was doing fine until I watched this, and then I was like, But no, in all seriousness, I actually do have some pretty strong opinions about this movie. I actually, upon repeated viewing, really hated the fuck out of this thing. It annoyed the shit out of me.
Yeah,
Because
John
it was
was
so
too.
good.
No, not at all. You know what? I would posit that if this movie did not have the visuals that it had, then no one would remember this film at all. It would have just been just a total shit show. And normally I was going to start this week by basically doing the John makes the movie better feature, or at least, offers my suggestion. This movie is unsalvageable. This movie is literally unsalvageable. And I know we compared this movie. We said that this movie kind of came out during a dry spell. Well, I realized that wasn't actually true. And to bear up some of the points that Eric was making about the about the.
Did she say to bear up?
Yeah, to bear up some of the points. That's a
legitimate statement.
It's perfectly cromulent.
To bear up, as in to hold up, to help Eric.
Bear up the bear up.
John's invoking his name.
All right. Anyway, a year before this movie came out, we had Star Trek: First Contact. Visually, I'm talking about the visuals now. I'm talking about the effects. There really isn't anything in The Fifth Element that really outclassed anything that was in that movie. In the same year that this came out,
Starship Troopers,
which way outclasses this film, both in content and in plot.
When's the last time you watched Starship Troopers?
Right.
And also,
however, that was bleak.
That was bleak. But let me point out a movie that also came out this same year that was way more fun. Was also about the destruction of the Earth.
Oh shit!
No, not that one. But same actor. Also, but it was way more fun, way more spectacular, smarter, and just a generally better movie than this. Men in Black came out this exact same year.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, John just leveled it. So that was a great movie.
It was.
Well, okay, to be fair, though, you can't say movies that came out at the same time, when you're saying dry spell kind of thing.
No, I didn't say there was a dry spell. I said I was wrong about that.
James said there was.
Yes.
So you want me to put my hands on my head?
I'm dropping my head.
On my head like this.
Oh my God, Eric, you've got to do Edgar for Halloween one of these years.
Great.
That'd be so.
That was Vince D'Onofrio, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yes, that's the Kingpin, baby.
Anyway, so all in all, not all in all. Jesus God, I'm not even done.
Sorry. Don't do that.
So this plot was so cookie cutter. I mean, it really was a paint by numbers plot. I've seen some of my friends' kids come up with better stories than what was in The Fifth Element.
No, kids are stupid.
No. Well, they may be, but they still manage to put us better content. And I am so
One
tired.
kid came up to me with this pitch about a horse in a camp, and
Was there a scene where the horse was watching old footage about humans and how terrible we are because we war with ourselves?
That's why the horse bucks everybody.
I am
you
so
find out that the alien stole his parents' ship.
And then he became a warhorse.
Yeah.
See, I'm so tired of that kind of trope. I mean, yes, the ending is god awful. The characters are absolutely flat, and if they're not just stupid, they're outright annoying, like the Ruby Rod character, just abysmally annoying. I almost shut this off in the middle of this movie.
Yeah, I shut this movie out about 2/3 the way
And
through.
some of the stuff that went on when I first watched it way back in the day that I thought was kind of cool, like some people, like even Chris said, were so horribly dated that I just could not, I could not enjoy them. I could not enjoy the singing Smurf with the fucking synth pop auto-tuned crap that was going on. I mean, it was god awful.
How could it be dated? It's in the future.
And it
hasn't happened yet.
God. Ah.
Oh, we're getting a Sharknado type review out of John.
There was a schloop sound. Corbin Dallas stuck his hand in the diva, and there was a schlurp sound.
It was a slurp sound.
John just buried his face in his hands.
I did, but that's because this movie hurts me so much. I don't understand why is Mos Def in this movie, and why did he get stuck at the airport? I don't know why these things are happening.
Okay, that's funny.
And look, I don't understand bad guys that have no personality. A movie that is about the conflict between good and evil. Any movie about the conflict between good and evil, it's never driven by the good guys. It's always driven by the villain. The villain is key. And if you have a boring, crappy villain, you have a terrible movie. I would hesitate to say that if you replace Mila Jovovich in this movie with an actress that none of us liked, like Juliette Lewis or something like that, then the fact that her character is a complete static flatness across the whole entire thing would be way more apparent. So yes, this movie borrowed from a lot of other sci-fi, not just on its visuals, but obviously its cookie cutter plot. It's bad. It is a bad film. It is boring. Yeah. It is nonsensical, and it really, there's nothing here that would make it hold up, because there was nothing here to begin with. The movie has nothing. So that's my review. This crap is crap, and I do not recommend watching it because it's crappy crap.
With a poop on top.
With a poop on top. This is a terrible, terrible movie, and I hate it. And for those of you who listen to John hates movies regularly, I do not typically have strong opinions like this about these movies.
I think honestly that, okay, if I had never seen this movie and I watched it today,
like me,
I guarantee I would like this movie.
Oh.
And here's the thing about that. It had a lot of, it was not laugh out loud funny, but it had that kind of casual amusement.
Had that je ne sais quoi.
Sure. Gotta go there. But it was a very enjoyable movie. It was Saturday morning-esque kind of, enjoyment. And I go for movies that I enjoy. That don't have to teach me a fucking lesson, that aren't trying to have some point being made. They don't have to be super clever. Sometimes they're cookie cutter. I'm okay with that because it works. I'm not looking for uniqueness. And I think, honestly, John hates this movie more out of what he remembers it being and not holding up to that memory over being what it actually is. Because that's what I get the feeling. You keep saying that you enjoyed the movie when you first saw it, and you can't stand it now, and it seems like you're coming at it from a perspective of you remember it being so good, and you don't feel it's good anymore, so it's like it let you down.
No, I don't remember it being good. I remember actually, as far as movies go, it was fairly mediocre, but I do remember enjoying it.
Right, okay, enjoying it. That's still better than, it's the sucky, suck, or wait, what did he say?
Crappiest crap,
whatever.
With the poop on it.
With the poop on it.
Because I'm sorry, that's a hell of a distance to go to describe a movie that is not that bad.
All right, so we are going to take a short break. Dr. Rapp, why don't you rhyme us out?
We know you want to get up and go use the rake, but we'll be right back after this commercial break. I don't know.
Go use the rake.
All right, let's do it.
I don't know what that means.
Whoa, Dr. Rapp is dead.
I don't know. Dr. Rapp had a stroke.
Are people taking you too seriously at work? Are all your conversations bland and tasteless? Do people run away when you approach the water cooler? Just get yourself a Tally-Ho mug from the John Hates Movies store, and people will instantly recognize that you are one badass dude.
Tally-Ho is copyright Eric Largent 2015. All others saying Tally-Ho are imitating Eric Largent. Do not make Tally-Ho your thing. That is Eric's thing. But please buy a mug.
Get yours today!
You can reach the John Hates Movies merchandise store by going to our Facebook page and clicking on the Shop Now button. Or you can just manually go there by typing in www.cafepress.com/John Hates Movies, all one word, into your browser. All right, everybody, welcome back to John Hates Movies.
No, John, Dr. Rapp has to bring us back
All
in.
right, then have Dr. Rapp bring us in.
Commercial breaks are all pretty lame, but don't y'all worry. It's time for the game.
Okay.
Damn it! That was actually good.
All right, I like that. Okay.
It's like that was that through
A
or
1,
something.
a 2, a 3 into the porch.
No.
Drug and Dr. Rapper on your porch. Handing out pamphlets about a risen Lord.
Whoa.
Me and Dr. Rapp are Mormons. Come on knocking on your door.
Okay. So welcome back, everybody. It is now time for the game. This week, Chris is running the game again because he chose himself as the winner last time.
I know it was in a rather diabolical,
Yeah, well,
nobody expected it.
No one did.
So
Just
I
like
felt
the
like,
Spanish Inquisition.
I felt it was necessary, though. I felt that too much power had gone to the rest of the team.
Yes,
It was,
well, obviously.
So you took all the power for yourself.
Yes.
Chris,
I went a little bit White Ranger.
Yeah.
a more capable bad guy than Zord.
Yeah, I accomplished my goals.
That's right. Well, this time we're going to play it legit. We're going to actually have somebody actually win the game who is not Chris.
You or will we?
Yes, we will.
I'm in control
If
here.
for no other thing, it'll be through the power of editing. Congratulations, John. You have won the game.
Starship Troopers.
So, Mr. Black. So, Chris, what do you got for us this week?
All right, for today's John Hates Movies, we're playing a little game I like to call Autocomplete Quiz.
Okay.
In this quiz, I begin a sentence with Google, and I ask you how Google decides to end it.
Okay.
The answer is always in the most racist way possible.
Or sexist.
Keep that in mind. Question 1. Or sentence 1.
Okay.
Complete this sentence. And then she...
Oh, God.
Oh, Jesus.
Gonna say God naked.
I'm going with grab my dick.
Let me smell your dick.
I would like to go with fell down, and then she fell down.
Ah, that's a good one.
Oh, shit. Yeah, that's
I'm gonna go with passed out, and then she passed out.
All right, you had fell down.
Yes, I had fell down, and Colin
John-
had...
What did John have?
John had grabbed my dick.
Yeah.
John, usually the least crass of us all.
Why you coming home at 3 in the morning? Something's going on.
Okay,
Let
so
me
What was the
know.
real answer?
The
Well,
real
that's what it's
answer.
gonna do.
And then she fell.
Oh,
I
shit.
win! I won!
What?
Oh,
Damn.
I got it!
And then
Yeah.
she fell.
So what were the other
Oh.
ones?
Doing it on your phone, you only get like 4 results.
Well, just
So,
give us the other 4.
And then she saved. And
What?
then she bled.
Oh God.
So,
Oh.
to be fair though, and then she fell, and then she bled. That kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
See, I put them together.
See, like, one of the OGest internet things is the grape squashing lady. And then she
Oh,
fell.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, man,
next
that's
one.
what was weird. She doesn't even bounce.
No. She just goes down.
Boom.
Number 2.
Number 2.
Okay.
I really thought that we...
Mine is could be friends.
I really thought we missed our turn.
missed our turn. Okay.
My new one is I really thought we were going to die.
Ah, fuck.
Ah, shit, that's good. Was
James?
stupid. I really thought that we was stupid.
We was
was.
stupid.
I'm not gonna win. I don't know.
Looks like the top one here I really thought we could make it girl. Because apparently,
I really thought we
it's a
could make
song.
it, girl.
Yeah, I win. We could be friends, right?
No.
I really thought we could make it, girl.
I was the closest by far.
No, my original one was
So what are
close.
the other ones then? See if anybody else
That's
scores.
what I'm doing. Hold on
Okay.
a sec. Next one is I really thought that we were something. That's closest to In Love, probably, actually. Well,
Dang it. Yeah, but I
it's actually a combination of Eric and Colin because
Yeah, but
In Love
Colin changed
could be
his away.
friend. So yeah,
Eric wins
I
again.
forget.
Yeah.
You're
Partial
closest
points, yeah.
at the moment.
We got to put a hit out.
Yeah, I
on
know.
Jeez.
Give me a second.
Why can't we
Chaka
be
Buka
friends?
Nu
Why
Solo.
can't we be-
Umi Guga So De Wookie.
Yeah, and the third one was I really thought we were just having fun, which again is closest to.
When I'm feeling diabolical, I do Jabba talk. Oh my God, you Uju Solo.
Icha, wonky chuba.
Blah blah blue 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 blah.
Blibbity blabbity blue.
I don't know the movies.
Bob it, Bob it.
Bab it.
What's the next one, Chris?
Have it. Working on it.
Star Wars noise.
Ah, shit. I can do it.
Oh, that's good.
That is good.
Oh, Han, you old pirate.
What are you doing here, you old pirate?
Ooh, Colt 45.
Okay, I love the results for this
Smooth
one.
as an
Okay,
otter's
okay.
belly.
So the sentence is it's cheaper than.
Fuck. The dozen. No, I'm gonna. Yeah, mine is the dozen.
It's cheaper than the dozen?
Yes.
Counting on internet typos.
People get this shit all wrong all the time. Cheaper by the dozen.
It's cheaper than the dozen?
Yes.
You
You know that movie with Martin with yeah,
Martin
not Martin
Sheen?
Short. Steve Martin.
There you
Steve
go.
Martin? Yeah.
it's
Martin
cheaper.
Stevens.
It's cheaper than what? It's cheaper than the
It's cheaper than.
Walmart.
Ooh.
Damn it.
It's
Cheaper than oh
I'm playing
shit.
to win, boys. I'm playing to win.
Oh, I want.
It's cheaper than heroin.
So
It's cheaper than heroin.
It's cheaper than. Ah, fuck.
it's cheaper than a fuck.
No.
Yeah.
It's cheaper than milk? Is that a thing?
It's cheaper than milk.
Is that what you're
Shit.
going?
I think somebody.
If I could do two, man, my
Is
other one
that
would be
what you're going with?
Yes, that's
Okay.
what I'm going with. Just to keep this moving along. It's cheaper
your
than milk.
mom.
It's cheaper than your mom.
Oh, damn it.
Okay. The things that pop up. It's cheaper than therapy.
Oh.
It's cheaper than a chainsaw. By the way, this is the order. And it's cheaper than dirt.
Of course, cheaper than dirt.
Dirt.
Wait,
Dirt.
I win that one. I win that one.
With milk?
No, you do not win with milk.
Milk and dirt are the same thing. Everybody knows this.
Tree is like water.
Toss of dirt
is
milk,
like
honey.
dirt.
Water is like
Milk?
tree. Milk
Okay,
is like
milk
dirt.
comes from the dirt.
So who wins that one, Chris?
I'm not sure I can award any of you.
No, that's a clean sweep.
Yeah. Okay. Help. I accidentally.
A word.
That's your
By
thing? A
accidentally
word?
Oh man, that's really good.
Yes.
Yeah, I helped by accidentally a word.
Yeah, that is good. I'm gonna go with fell down. No!
Help! I accidentally reformatted my hard drive.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with fell down. Fell down.
Mine will be help. I accidentally sharded.
Sharded.
Uh-huh.
The top ones are help. I accidentally build a shelf.
What? Help!
Okay.
Help, I
Accidentally filled the
accidentally
shelf.
touched.
Uh,
Help, I accidentally
Nice.
swallowed Listerine.
Oh,
Help, I accidentally swallowed gum.
help!
That's it?
So shard it. I
Shit.
win, right?
shit.
No.
No,
Wash,
this is a
another
no.
wash.
Another wash.
So that's
All right.
kind of a... All right,
Last one.
I'll
Last
do
one.
one more, I guess. Okay, I'm going to do this one. Stop grabbing...
My heart around.
Wait, what was it again?
Stop
grabbing...
my hair.
My hand.
My butt. My butt.
Me. Stop grabbing me.
The only one of you that was even remotely close was Colin with me.
Oh.
Woo!
The options were stop grabbing my gun, stop grabbing her, stop grabbing me, and stop puppy grabbing clothes.
Yeah, that's a Colin. Colin got that one.
Yeah.
Colin
Stop
totally
grabbing
got
me.
that one.
Woo!
All right,
All
so
right.
Chris, it is time
Chris.
to announce the winner. Who won?
With 1.5 points, it's Eric.
All right.
Well, guys, this is not only a sequel, but it will be a John Hates Movies sequel.
What?
Oh, no!
no!
Oh, tell me.
We're gonna
tell me.
watch Sharknado 2.
Yeah!
Eric said that, and there was this awful schlorp sound. There was a schlorp sound.
Sharknado
I would,
2.
like, okay, yeah, John raged at that movie.
Yes, I did.
But
I
he
did.
also didn't say it was crap 6-7 times in a row.
That is true.
With
So
a
I'm
poop on it.
wondering if this
With a poop on
if
it.
this is going to be as good as the first one, and we're going to find out. Thank you for this, Eric. You are
I
never
think,
going
I
to choose a
think
movie
it was
again.
probably accurately as good as the first one.
No, I've wanted to do this since I knew
I
the
saw
second
it
one's
yesterday, and I was
gonna
like,
be on
should
Netflix.
I? Should
I believe enough time has passed that there is
Yeah.
no longer blood in the water, so I think we can
It's
revisit.
in the air.
Like a shark.
Thanks to the tornado.
So I think we can revisit Sharknado. That's right, the pod that put us on the map.
Our
The
third
Sharknado.
ever episode, right?
That's right. Yeah, it was our third ever episode. Fourth, because Good Burger.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yep.
if you want to hear Good Burger, just follow us at John Hates Movies on Twitter or go to our Facebook page, John Hates Movies on Facebook.
Mhm. And for
Well, if
every
you-
piece of merchandise that you buy in our John Hates Movies merchandise store, you get
You will
15
receive one
seconds
piece of
of a Good Burger episode. So, yeah, so be sure to buy lots of stuff so you can get the full 3 hours.
If you refer 2 friends to John Hates Movies, you will get a commemorative plaque that references our Good Burger episode.
That's right.
Eric's in his bed, hungover.
If you recommend 5 friends, we'll actually take you to the taping of the Good Burgers episode in Chris's time machine.
Ah.
You can't touch anything, though.
I
No.
could take you to that taping. I'm just laying in my bed, hung the fuck over.
You also can't hear anything because this time machine is soundproof.
Yep.
But you can witness the whole thing.
Yep.
All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, next week on John Hates Movies, it is Sharknado 2. The Shark
The
King.
second one.
The second one. A great big thank you to our staff graphic artist, Tabby Walters, the Weekly Cast, and our listeners. You can listen to our podcast on iTunes, the Stitcher app, through YouTube, or directly on our website. Feel free to send us a movie review suggestion. Every third episode is Listener Appreciation, where we choose from your suggestions. You can reach us through social media, either by liking our Facebook page, John Hates Movies YouTube channel, or following our Twitter at John Hates Movies. Our music was composed by Kevin MacLeod. You can find this track and many more on his website, Incompetech.com. Thanks for listening, and tune in next week to hear someone say,
Like vagina. Hi.